boy, Peter 868 here, and July 20th was the start of the Women's World Cup with Ana-Lissa, Jack, Weekend Warriors, Haven Sports Media, TT.
Yeah, man.
And I with Pulsar Paul, let's call him Fantasy Lord. I think he had a little prince change. He's not a symbol as yet, but he's Fantasy King.
Yeah, Fantasy King.
Right.
Because the league is FPL royalty, so it makes sense now. Yeah.
I signed up for both of the fantasy leagues, so I have a $200 budget. I'm not spending more than that, so you all feel very special right now.
Yeah, we feel privileged. Yeah.
Nice. And I'm looking to win or make our top three, so look out for me. But we're talking Women's World Cup. We should not frown upon this because these women are playing football. And it started July 20th, and we had to talk about who you think is your favorite to progress out to the group stage, who you think is your dark horse, who you think winning our golden boot, and who you think is our big side that everybody rating up, and they're gonna fall down, they're gonna flop. So let's start the debate, yeah. Anna.
Give a little background on the Women's World Cup.
I think you should.
Yeah?
I think you should.
All right,
for those who don't know much about it.
All right. So,
Lovely.
Women's World Cup, July 20th. It's finishing August 20th. So, at least you have a whole month to view the Women's World Cup. We have 8 groups. And this is actually the first year where we have 32 teams. Usually, the Men's World Cup is 32 teams. And this was the first year they expanded to 32 teams because it's one, showing the growth, and it's allowing more teams to participate in the Women's World Cup. There's 8 nations that will be making their first Women's World Cup appearance.
Wow,
and
yeah.
it's the first Women's World Cup started with just 12 teams. All right, so we go from 1991 with 12 teams to 2023 with 32 teams, So it's showing a massive growth. It continues to impress in terms of attendance, and it's just showing that, listen, these women, they're coming out, they're training, and they're showing you the caliber of women's football right now. So we have 32 teams, 8 groups, 4 teams in each group, and each group is they have competitors to win.
Yeah.
All right, there's obviously like a group of that, but when you look at the groups, it looks like anyone could actually take it, and even we have some of the debutantes that are actually really challenging. We already had 3 match days so far. Also, it's being played in Australia and New Zealand. It's the first time where it's being co-hosted, and it's being held in collaboration with 2 different confederations because it's Oceania as well as the Asian Federation with Australia and New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes.
So the times are different. If you're living over Caribbean, the times are different. We're watching games 1 a.m., 3 a.m., but it's okay because you're getting really good football. We had England playing already. We had both of the hosts, Australia and New Zealand, playing. New Zealand won their first match in the history of the World Cup.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
New Zealand has been to
as a host country too.
Exactly, on home soil, 5 different World Cups, 15 matches. I made a prediction video that same day saying, listen, New Zealand played Norway as the very first match. I said they're losing. They're getting their 16th loss, and Norway came out and surprised us. They got their very first World Cup win. So
that's good. That's good when the underdogs could perform like that. Yeah,
exactly. It's a tournament where you're going to see teams that you didn't expect. Either they're gonna win a game, they're gonna hold them off. Today, a lot of people are impressed with Haiti. We have two Caribbean teams in the World Cup, 6 from CONCACAF. Right, CONCACAF they're not the most represented because we have Europe with 11. In terms of extra spots, because of how the teams were selected, with the 4 coming from CONCACAF W. In the Interconfederation playoff, we had Panama and Haiti getting through as well. So we have 6 teams. I'm really disappointed that out of 6 CONCACAF nations, Trinidad isn't there. But
don't worry. Next World Cup,
next
hopefully.
one, they have some time to prepare. But
come on, ladies. Yes,
listen,
we need to have them inside.
We have Haiti held England this morning.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought it was gonna be more of the USA result, but it was tight. It was like 1-0.
Even with the US, so US played Vietnam this morning. I thought US was gonna hit them 5, 6, 7.
You find that
Same
3 was
thing
still
with
decent.
the Haiti. US wasted a lot of opportunities. All of their shots, they could have had more.
They had like 28 shots in that game to 0
Right?
for Vietnam. Yeah. It was a bloodbath.
Damn.
Right, but Haiti had shots on target.
That's what's up.
Haiti took some shots, and England won, but the talk of the tongue right now is Haiti.
That's what's up. So let me find out something. You know, it have how many groups? Is 8 groups?
8 groups.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Who you think gonna progress to that round of 16? Who you think is marquee? Or you think
US
gonna-
for sure. US
Yeah,
for sure.
of
We
course.
have Australia as well. Australia is in Group B. Australia has Australia and Netherlands, I believe, are in their group as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're not in that group, but Australia is playing. They played Ireland. They have to play. I can't remember the teams, but Australia is going to come out of that group as well.
Yeah, no
we
problem.
have India, New Zealand. That's Group A. It's a bit of a toss-up in terms of who's going to come out because New Zealand is in a group with Switzerland and Norway.
Yeah.
Norway lost to New Zealand, and I expected them to win.
And that was a surprise.
Exactly. So that's 3 points.
And Norway has a World Cup already under their belt.
Yeah, they won in 1995.
And since they have New Zealand as the host and playing their first World Cup, got a surprise win. That's what you want to see.
So I think they could, because they already have 3 points, I think New Zealand could actually come out second in that group based on the results of the other matches. We have Spain. Spain is a good one. They're favorites to come out of their group as well.
Yeah.
But Spain has some issues in terms of their players, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen there. But I think they can come out of their group as well.
Yeah. Paul, I know you're a Brazil fan. You think Brazil have a chance?
Yeah, Brazil always have a chance. I mean, they are like the football icons, you know.
Today was laundry day for me, honestly. It's just something to wear.
No,
I was thinking about going bareback, like it was a thought.
Nah, trust me, that fashion, yellow is in style right now. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that yellow. Yeah. It looks way better than white.
It's almost like a camouflage in here, like almost like not here. Oh God, a phone call, boy.
I must see somebody calling it to tell you Brazil going and win the
Come
World
on.
Cup. I feel so.
So, I think Brazil will do well. Brazil will come out of the group or they'll flop.
I feel so. I feel they will do well. I mean, Anna could enlighten us on how their group looking. I know Panama is one of their opponents.
And
France. And France too.
Yeah, France is the favorites to come
some
out.
big teams.
All right, but we have both CONCACAF teams. We have Panama and Jamaica. And the thing with Jamaica is Jamaica is a good team, but I'm not too sure what preparations they did. Right, and that's
I think they're in a tough group too, you know, a real tough group.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The thing is, we had the English team that was in camp since June 30th.
Yeah.
Right, they went over to Australia and New Zealand really early to acclimatize to the system there. And I have no idea what Jamaica really did in terms of preparations. They had a lot of drama in terms of they have a parent who has a GoFundMe, who had a GoFundMe to get money for their flights. So I'm not too sure how prepared Jamaica is as a unit.
I just know one noteworthy player who plays for Manchester City.
Yeah.
Khadija Shaw, she's a brilliant striker.
Yeah.
But I don't know the supporting cast, how much support you'll get, you know.
So Khadija Shaw, she is expected to be the main goal scorer for Jamaica.
Yeah.
But they also have Becky Spencer, and they have a really good keeper in Spence, right? So Becky Spencer is their keeper, and they have Drew Spence as well.
Yeah,
so,
Drew Spence, yes, I heard
right,
that name coming up on my feed, yeah.
Yeah, they have good players to balance off any sort of inexperience, but it will really come down to how they play on the day. If Jamaica could get either a win or a draw against, let's say, Brazil, and they definitely get the win against Panama, it's a toss-up between what's going to happen. Does France and Brazil, what's the result going to be there,
of that game.
So
but
really
kudos to them, you know, they're representing.
I think it will be Brazil, though. I just have a feeling about Brazil.
What making you feel that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just probably
showing off a small bias. Something a little too bright in your room.
I seeing it, yeah. I just seeing Brazil.
Alright, bro. Don't get yellow fever.
Yeah.
Don't get jaundiced. Don't get jaundiced. All right, so we're talking about our next segment after round of 16, who will progress, but most importantly, who you think will capture that golden boot? Who you think will cup that coveted award? Who you think will score the most goals? Because I know Paul and I were talking about USA having a head start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Sophie Smith.
Sophie Smith?
Yeah, I find she
has the most goals
scored
right
2
now.
goals.
Yeah, so she's the first person to get a brace in the Women's World Cup this year. Mm-hmm. And she's also the youngest. Right, she is 22 right now, and the thing with Sophie Smith is she's incredible for her club, right? And to be 22, really mashing it up in NWSL.
Who Sophie plays for? Or WSL?
Yeah, she plays in the NWSL. I can't remember the team. I think it's Washington Spirit.
Okay.
But she was in 2022. She was the U.S. Soccer Player of the Year.
Wow.
Right, she was NWSL MVP, NWSL Championship and MVP as well. I think it's somewhere between 22 and 30 goals that she already has, right? She got an assist in the Wales send-off game, right? They also have Trinity Rodman. I don't think she will get the golden boot, but she had 2 goals in that game as well. I really think, we always have Alex Morgan. We always have big name players that we already know.
Rapinoe.
Yeah, Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, she's
her last World Cup.
Yeah, I know she's very popular. Outside of football for all the rights that she supports. But I know she's an important player for the US. And is a 4-time champion. Can't rule them out. But any flops? You think anybody that would just pop down? You're expecting more from them, and they could just fall by the wayside. What do you think about Spain?
I think Spain can do it just because. Everyone knows Alexia Putellas, but
popular.
What people may forget, or if you don't watch women's football, you may not know that she's only now coming back after tearing her ACL. So she was out of the entirety, not the entirety, she came back in the last end of the 2022-2023 season, but she hasn't really played like full matches. She came on at the end, I can't remember, I don't think she even featured at the end of the Women's Champions League. I think she came on. I can't remember. She played in some of the send-off matches, but she hasn't really played a full 90 minutes for a continuous period of time.
So you think that people put a lot of weight in terms of her performance?
Yeah.
And it might be a little too soon for her to,
but Spain also have like a lot of issues in terms of the management and the cohesiveness between the players and the management.
Wow,
right? So only 3 of them, there was this thing, the 15, only 3 of them are returning to the World Cup as well. So even though they won their first game, they won it against Costa Rica. They could possibly come out of the group and then either get knocked out at the round of 16 quarterfinal stage, just because I don't think they have the strength that they need. All right, but they are a favorites anyway. They will always be a favorite because they're in the top 10 ranking as well.
Yeah, I think England, they always say it's coming home.
But they brought it home last year. They brought it home, right? So that's the England played this morning and they did not play well. All right, again, Haiti dominated them, even though they got the goal. It was a penalty. All right. So England has this thing where sometimes in their first 2 matches they don't play well and they still end up in the finals. All right. So we can never really count them out. But they are missing key players. They're missing Beth Mead. All right. They're missing Leah Williamson. All right. And those are players that, one, Beth Mead score goals. But the players, Leah Williamson, she's a defender who really holds on down the defense. This morning when I watched the game, it was almost like the defense was non-existent, and they were just getting separated from the rest of the midfield and the forwards.
How Lauren James look today?
I think she played really well. She came on, I can't remember what minute, maybe.
Oh, she's on the bench?
Yes, she's a bench player. Lauren James is a bench player for England, right? There are players
who wild to me.
Are bench players, but when she came on, she was putting in crosses. She changes the dynamic of the game.
Yeah, she's like a wing backwards.
No, I think she plays somewhere between she plays on the wing, right? So she puts in the crosses. It's just that I don't know if she could play from. She has the fitness, obviously, but I think if you want someone to come on and change the dynamic of the game, that's what she does. She makes it a bit more attacking. And I remember I posted this morning saying, listen, her crosses is really what was changing it, because England needed someone to give them the opportunities for them to put shots on goal. And I saw someone, they responded saying, yes, but she does her crosses aren't accurate, which is true. She just gets it in the box and gets it in really good positions. But if the other players could always be where that ball is gonna land.
She needs to find a marker.
That's when it's really gonna change the game.
Well, hear what I sold on the Women's World Cup. I was sold before, but now I really sold.
Yeah, and they have fantasy for it, so you could.
They have a fantasy. They have a fantasy league as well.
Yeah, it's not an official one. It's sheplays.com.au. All right, so it's an Australian set of an Australian team. It's a volunteers team as well. They have a website. You can pick players, and it allows you to get to know the players and just have like a competitive spirit to it. And FIFA also have predictor and daily fantasy, so you're not picking 15, but every single day you can pick around 7 players that you think.
I think I'll definitely check that out, Paul. So you think Brazil could take it home? Who you think? Like, if you had to say top 4 favorites for the Women's World Cup, who you think reaching our semis?
USA for sure. Well, I mean, obviously I have a little bias towards Brazil, so Brazil there. Trying to think of anybody. England, they could probably squeeze
them. Think it might come home?
I don't know about that. I just calling them in the top 4, right? Who are missing?
I think the finals will be.
One more team I could.
The finals
Germany
will be.
Without shout.
The thing is, Germany. I don't think Germany is going to get it. They have good players, but I don't think they're going to get it.
What about Japan? Is Japan?
I think the finals is going to be US and Australia.
I'm not going to say, home.
You think Australia has what
host country?
Right. Australia is one of the faces of a women's
now we
World
can
Cup.
say Australia is a possible dark horse.
They're not a dark horse. They're a contender.
Serious.
Right. US and Australia, more than likely, if all things go correctly, it's there. Sanka is injured right now, though. Right. So she could only play in the 3rd match.
Well, she's injured?
Yeah.
That
calf
sucks.
injury for 2 days. Well, for the first 2 match days. But I think Australia could do it once they get the goals. I have a concern in terms of some of the matches. They've only had penalties, so Australia won on penalties, but a penalty within the game. So the matches that have the penalty and end result, they need to actually create and score goals. And then we can say, they're going to get it.
All right, guys. Well, we deep into the second half here of this segment. So, any closing remarks? Anything you want to talk about regarding the female game, Anna? Closing out, but I'm excited. Let's see how the tournament goes. Any closing remarks?
I think I definitely want to have a look at it and be more of a fan to the women's game, because I've been getting into it more by watching some of the Premier League teams like Manchester United, Arsenal. It's good to take in the international game and get your knowledge up. And I like that they have a little fantasy. It's a fantasy league, so you could get more information. I think fantasy does bring out getting that information on other players who you normally wouldn't follow because you're so busy following your team now. So I'm
gonna dig deep into it and give that more attention. I'm excited. It's finishing on August 20th, so I recommend everybody to take it in. And guys, we're gonna blow the whistle on this game here. Thank you for your time, Anna. Out your busy schedule, I will be joining the Weekend Warriors and possibly winning, so don't fall out with me. If you wanted to come on for future episodes. And Paul, we definitely will see you again. For sure.
FPL Royalty, Paul, don't forget
of
the taglines.
Man. So it's Fantasy Lord or Fantasy King? What's your title?
Fantasy King. I'm trying to speak it into being now, so I go in and actually win that money,
I looking to take a crown.
I hope to not to disappoint you. I don't want to step on all your toes, but it come into the game.
It might become a peasant, you'll see. All right. So guys, this is Fulltime on Fulltime. It's your boy B Peter 868, and subscribe, like, and comment. I'll go on.